receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Still on his feet at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Looking for a man, it's Moses. Pocket starts to collapse. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this week.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Wants to throw on third down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The give to the tailback. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
A defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. To the air, it's Moses. He'll take the deep shot. Got it! Touchdown, Missouri! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to advance on the football.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Razorbacks in the hurry-up.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snags it over the middle. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. To the air, it's Moses. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Touchdown, Missouri. Number 7 with the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
The kicker off for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Trying to find his man on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And that pass is caught at the 25. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Missouri 16, Arkansas 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Getting some heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes if you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Looking to throw it again. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They'll line up to go for 2. Looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Coming after it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but you feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
He turns that loose down the right side. Fires the pass, intercepted.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? Gives them some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. It's Moses. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Quick strike complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moving out of the pocket. He'll fire to his right. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. These corners going to give them some space. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Steps away. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
To the air, it's Moses. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Toledo. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Unloads it downfield. Pulls it in on the left. Open runway ahead. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
What a play defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. They want to throw it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fair catch called for and made. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. A linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He's going to let it go. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's right on target. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Got rid of it just in time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Back to the air one more time. Grabs it in the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Touchdown, Arkansas! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He's looking to pass. Using the quick game. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Touch pass on the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They're going to ride this running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Back to pass, it's Moses. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Going up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Amaro. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he chews up yards. Now, that was really quick, really
The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Offense in an empty set. Quarterback will audible. They'll start this drive with a pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He wants to pass it on second down. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score, Missouri 30, Arkansas 18.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Still looking on the move. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And here they come, almost all the way back. Looking for the two-point try. Snap in the shotgun. Flushed out of the pocket. They get it in for the two-point conversion, and we have a 4-point game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in again.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Back to pass, it's Moses. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll throw one to his right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Man, last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over it. They're up by 9 over Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Little touch pass to the receiver. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. A delay of game penalty like that just riles up the defense even more. Offense getting set for first down. Looking downfield, it's Moses. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. They're bringing heat. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Missouri wants to go fast.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. They're chasing the QB. He scrambles around.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know
Hey, Kev, you sweated that shit. Hey, cause I'm sitting here watching it on my phone. I'm like, dog. What the fuck is going on? Just grab the board, bro. Like she had plenty chances of getting that shit, bro.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Third and long situation, we need an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys
He did.
get the QB, and they get the job done.
It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out.
Ice Mike. Little tennis play in the morning.
Possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? When you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and all gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job on the offense.
I'm watching. I was watching. I'm like, bro, there's no way she not finna get this. Cause I'm looking. I'm like, it's a close game, bro. She should have been got it. Then they just keep fouling and one foul. Then she getting assist. I'm like, bro, where the fuck the rebound at?
Lead the clock, and after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Defense uses a timeout.
What's crazy?
Trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The defense is up against it now, man. You're playing on the road. It's a hostile environment. It's late in the game. Someone's got to step up and make a play. Nice job there knocking that one down for the incompletion.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He's looking to throw it. Dances away to buy time. Slings it downfield. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense.
Like they gotta finish the game. Like can't foul out. But that should have pissed me off.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big
What?
play.
I think one time I want to say I took Draymond. I took Draymond like his PRA. It was like at like 17, 18. And he had got ejected and they didn't void that shit. I was like, bro, what the fuck?
Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard.
He usually do that damn fake dribble handoff and get that.
The coordinator has no answers.
You know he gonna run that over. He gonna run that to the fullest.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Trying to get to it. And it is another interception. Just
Nah, he gonna definitely go off year two playing. He just too comfortable now. Nah, Cooper Flag, I ain't gonna lie. He only gonna play like a quarter, but in that quarter he gonna have like 5 points, 4 rebounds, 3 blocks. He gonna be something stupid. His play style really like nah, it's not even Tatum. He like a if we really have to compare his like play style, bro, hell nah. It's like really like it's like AD, bro. He like a small forward AD. He like 6'10", 6'11". Yeah, he like a AD. If you have to compare him, I compare him to AD, but he passed better than AD. AD don't really look to pass. Cooper kind of yeah, that nigga tall as shit, bro. Bro, all you gotta do is go watch when they had last summer. They did the for the Olympics. They had brought them down for Vegas, bro. He was going crazy against them in the scrimmage. They was like, bro, he probably played the small forward. They probably go. They probably like find another point guard and go like they probably try to get Drew Holiday and go Drew. Yeah, they probably try to get Drew, Clay, go Cooper, AD, and either Gafford. Bro, that's huge. That's a huge lineup, bro. They just super slow though. They can't really run, but like they gonna be. But if you talk about like a half court game, it's gonna be hard for you to get shots up. But it's gonna be hard for them to like if it's anybody like Golden State that could play small, bro. They gonna be like they too slow, bro. Bro, is Golden State gonna keep Kaminga? I don't think Kaminga really want to mess with Kurt no more though. That'd be a good trade to go get Larry Markkinen. Yeah, we just can't trade it until I think July 6th. That's when free agency starts. That's when it officially starts. But that's stupid. Well, it's not stupid because Phoenix did need a big man, but they just drafted a big man and they got Mark Williams. They traded for Mark Williams. So it's like, what was the point? You could have got a guard, well, a point guard, unless they really think about making Devin Booker point guard, like kind of like how James Harden was, like a shooting guard that got shit turned into a point guard. But I don't think Devin Booker gonna be like he do be passing, but I don't think he gonna be cool with that. But then again, I don't know, bro. He getting paid. If they keep him in Phoenix, they gotta pay him 160 million. That's if I'm him, I don't want to get traded. I don't want to get traded, bro. 160 million, bro. That's why everybody was like, he really rather prefer a fresh start. I'm like, bro, no, he don't, bro. You think he trying to